G'day guys and welcome back to War Thunder. Today we're just going to have a look to appears to be a buff in this patch to the British tanks that we might not have been aware of previously. I don't have any previous video footage or screenshots to confirm whether these are actual changes between the dev server or the previous version of this game and the current one. But what we do have from the dev server is the new ballistics, the physical ballistics, or volumetric ballistics. And that's what I was testing on the Caernarvon yesterday. German King Tiger. And we make sure it's got the right ammunition, which is, in most cases, it's the APC BC. It can be, obviously, heat round, or it can be APCR. But I almost never ever get shot by these two, especially not on the first shot. So let's test this one out. Let's put it out to about 700 meters. Not that it makes that big a difference, but it's a happy medium of where you might be when you're getting shot at. Okay, so the thing was about the Centurion or the Caernarvon in the past was most of the times you died to the turret ring. Someone put a shot into the turret ring and killed you every time. The other spot was just this section here, where the roof of the hull sits on top of the upper front plate, and you can see exposed edge here. Unfortunately, that was modeled at 100 millimeters, and I believe it still is. But instead of being modeled from the depth of the block from front to back, it's modeled more top down, which is just wrong. And so any sort of round that hit this section here would, or even a little bit lower, would ricochet into this and still go into your hull. And so that was no good. So what we've got here is a test. I thought I'll pop a shot here. And it's probably not going to do it now. I did some testing earlier and decided I wasn't going to do it now. But I started getting a lot of ricochets up into the mantlet of the tank. And I expected those bounces now to hit the mantlet and go straight through. And strangely enough, they weren't. And just for the sake of testing, I'll show you the turret ring. This is the new turret ring on the Caernarvon. So people, don't shoot at its turret ring. You're going to have a bad day. You might get a little bit of HE or shrapnel spread through the turret ring still. It does happen from time to time, but it's not reliable. But this is what I found. This is the turret ring. This is the mantlet. As far as I understand, the actual armor values and the layers of armor have not changed, but all of a sudden, I'm finding sections of this turret that are over 1,000 millimeters thick. In fact, I've got a screenshot I took last night of when I was moving around here on the turret. I hit over 2,000 millimeters of effective armor. Now, it's especially unique to this section of the turret here where you get these really high numbers, because there's a pyramid of armor here that protects the machine gun port, which again is no longer a weak point. That machine gun will get knocked out, but it will not kill the tank anymore. Thank you, volumetric armor. So this is King Tiger, Panzer 3943, failing to penetrate a Centurion / Caernarvon turret. Remember, this is actually the weaker of the two Centurion turrets we currently have in game. One being the Mark III and this one being a Mark II. Now, I'm not going to sit here shoot at 1,000,000 times. There are some points in the turret you will get a lucky hit here, which I believe is a gap between the multiple layers. But you got to be lucky to get that hit. There you go, it's another one right there. So it's a matter of luck if you're going to get these points. But even still, it's a lot less damage. It's shrapnel damage, not actual the round penetrating into the tank and detonating. So overall, if anyone that's interested, the Caernarvon and the Centurion have taken a massive buff, the Caernarvon in particular with all its extra armor thickness. So this is great news. But what do you think of that? Up to 2000 millimeters of effective armor and an almost impenetrable mantlet to anyone that you're going to face. Now, just for the sake of showing you, I'll load up the higher pen round, the APCR, 279 millimeters of pen at 700 meters still, same range, and you've still got the same bouncing. Probably, there you go. You can see here there's a little bit more variation with this round, but even still, it's just shrapnel damage that's going through. This round will not guarantee you the kill. So, guys, if you're shooting a Centurion or Caernarvon in this patch, don't shoot it in the mantlet. Go for the sides or the top. There you go. You're going to have a better chance penetrating these spots than you are the mantlet right now. So, that's it, guys. I hope you found this interesting, because I certainly did. If you've had these tanks and for some reason the mantlet or the turret, the weak points have been enough for you to stop playing it or hesitate to play it, go and give it a go. This has changed this tank for the better, and I imagine a lot of tanks out there. So any tank out there, give it a go. Try all your tanks and see how they go for you, because this volumetric armor is a game changer. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Goodbye. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe.